I am. Okay, come on. We good? Yeah, I know, Boop. This weather, I can't. They're everywhere. Trust me, I'm getting ready to put a hat on. I did bring it. Like, that looks better. I'm tired of wearing hats all the time. So we're just going to try to suck it up, Buttercup. Suck it up, Buttercup. T, your opinion doesn't count. You ruined all of your positive anythings towards me the very moment that you ewed me. Yeah. You can't ewe somebody and then throw a whole bunch of positivity at them, sir. You have to be nice from the get. Good morning, everyone. It's too early for your shenanigans. Too early. We're going to give folks a couple more minutes to get here. Let's see if Jay do the introduction. Hello.
Took a tumble, hit the ground, learn to stand when no one's round. Life's a game of lost and found. Don't let the waves make you drown. Oh, talk is cheap, but scars don't lie. Gotta fall to learn to fly. May your tears all run dry. Sun will shine after the sky. Oh, lessons learned and bridges burned. Life will twist and then you'll turn. Don't regret the times you yearned. Every page is where you learn. Chase the shadows, lost my way. Found my heart in disarray. Broken dreams had lost to say. Built my kingdom from the clay. Oh. When the night is deep and cold, treasures wait in hands we hold. Every story will unfold in the end you yearned. Every page is where you learn.
Thank you, Emoji J. Make sure you guys hit him up with the fave. He is my admin. He is many folks' admins. Admin, and many folks admin. Yes, because you're not multiple admins. Shh, nope, stop. Enough. Hey, that's enough. No. Please not right now. No. Sit. Okay. I said, I don't know about that, but he is definitely a big mouth little pooch. You gonna be quiet, please? Someone knocked on the door across the hall, that's why. Nope. 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 Stop. Stop. It's not our door. It's none of our business. Stop. Let me read my quote. My Q and Q, please. I gotta hold him. All right. Good morning, Josh. You want to say hi? Get up here. Come say hi to everybody. Is that what you want? Come here. Come here. Say good morning. Good morning. All right. The indispensable first step to getting things you want out of this life is decide what you want. What is one thing you want out of life in the next year? This bump is getting a lot bigger on his chest. I'm going to have to get that taken out this year. What is one thing you want out of life in the next year? Love. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Jay wants a girlfriend. Lions want health. Health, I think, is a good one. You know, health is a good one. For me, it changes day to day. It really changes day to day. I think I would love to get. Okay, see, now that's a selfless one for your mom to get a liver. I will keep you in my prayers for a house. I want to eat pizza. Thank you for the fave. Welcome, everybody. I think for me, you guys, we're just doing a Q&Q. I read a quote. It says, the indispensable first step to getting the things you want out of life is this. Decide what you want. What is one thing you want out of life in the next year? We've heard houses, relationships, a liver for a mom. For me, I definitely want a house with a yard, but more than anything, I want a chance to get my farmer's market back. I miss that so much, so much. So we're going to do our best to make that happen again. I swear to the ever-loving Jesus, boy. You can't sit any closer to me. You're not any safer. Okay? I'm trying to talk. I don't think it's going to work today. You like this look? See, I hate this look. Ugh. But thank you, guys. My bangs keep doing this, like, I don't know. It's crazy. So I just was like, you know what? Whatever. I don't care that much. So for me, I think that I really want a yard. I want to be able to garden again. I miss gardening. I miss getting my hands dirty every day. Like, yes, I have all of my house plants, but I want land. You know, I want land. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I could come to you. Hey, I will look. If I was close, I would totally come help. Oh, you live out. See, now don't tease me. Don't tease me, because my dream is kind of like, I guess you could say ranch life, but more of like a homestead. Like, I'm not, oh God, I'm probably stuck in a different era. Like, I would love to go back to when my grandma was being born and raised, and you raised your own, you grew your own food, you know, you knew what you were eating. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I want like a homestead ordeal, and I know that I can't have that within a year, so I at least want the land or something where I can start that process and start learning about things before I dive completely into land with nothing, right? Guys, welcome to Lessons Learned. I'm Silly Lily, and I'm doing very, very well today. A couple rules real quick before we get our first guest in the box, which will be Steve-O. I want to remind you guys a couple of the most important rules. Okay, totally will come to your yard for free to ride the horses and cuddle your cows. Probably your goat too, like all at the same time. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I will do free work for that opportunity. Just let me know what couple days I can come over. I'll bring a tent. Not even lying, okay? Like, we could get started. She could teach me about because yes, I've cleaned out horses. I've ridden like very minimally, like in a little circle on the back of a horse. Like, I don't know much about any of it, right? She could teach me. I love fishing. That I do know. I could live on fish. I do know how to do that. And look, Fred, I come do some deck repair. You get me there, you feed me, we'll be good to go. But that's what I should do, guys. I could travel around the world and fix stuff. Right? So look, hunting, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it. Don't think I could do it. I would go out and I would try. But unless I was like legit. All right, you guys are still there. Sorry, I was getting a phone call, and every time I try to end the phone call, sometimes it ends my live. So I was like, please, 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 please. All right, so a couple quick rules, guys. Let's keep this moving. I'm all over the place. Rule number 1 is if you're down in the comments, I need you to understand that for this hour, my attention is focused on my show. I do ramble a lot at the beginning, but once I get a guest in the box, my attention is 100% on them. So if you want to talk some one-on-one, you're going to have to come back after 11 o'clock, and then we can talk. I don't know what my eyelashes are doing, but they're driving me nuts. We can talk like in the groups, not one-on-one, really. I don't do that too much. But we talk in the comments and stuff. But for this hour, if it's not related to the topic at hand, I'm probably not going to be able to interact too well. Okay. But again, that's just this hour. It's for the featured show. Another thing that we're not supposed to do is like, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the favorites. But like to each one, but you guys will hear me, every once in a while, guy. Hey, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the favorites. You are such a stinker. Okay, so what I just did there was wrong, and these guys like to throw this stuff at me at my show when I can't be like, thank you, woo, oh my god, because I'm supposed to keep my composure. Thank you guys. Anyways, thank you. You can't focus when you have a jet flying at your face, man. I don't care who you are. Unless you're getting like jets every 5 minutes, that is a big deal to me. It is hard for me to ignore. So those are the main rules. So guys, if you've been into a featured show and you felt ignored, understand that that's kind of how we have to do it for that hour. But please give all of us a second chance after that, after the hour of our featured show. No cussing, no smoking, no alcoholic beverages, and then obviously no bullying, negativity. That last one is my hardcore. I will tolerate absolutely no negativity. You're gone, and I don't. Once you're gone, I don't unblock you. So this show is actually pretty amazing. I have learned a lot from so many different people. The one thing, the main reason for me doing this show, for those of you guys that are newer to it, is because we all go through things, right? At different stages and different phases of our lives. And it's so important that we, that we just pay attention. You never know when you're going to go through what this person is going through, or somebody who's going to go through this or is going through something that one of my guests are talking about. And it's important because you've got to understand that none of us are alone in this. We all have different things going on. And I need all of you to listen right now to this one thing I'm going to tell you, because this is what gets me through a lot. Are you guys listening? Come here. Everybody, come here. We're going to get close. Come here. Come here. You have survived 100% of your worst days. And you're still here. And you're still kicking life's butt. So when you're going through things, I want you to remember that you will You will get through them. We've gone through 100% of our worst days, right? 100%. And we're still here. And yeah, some days, guess what, guys? They suck. Some days are hard. Some days you want to throw in the towel, crawl into bed, curl up under the covers, and just pretend that you don't exist. However, in those moments is when you really got to get out from underneath the covers and push to be a little bit better. It's okay. Don't get me wrong. It is okay to go ahead and hide and, you know, do your whole little thing for a little bit, you know, because we all need our downtime, right? We all need quiet time to do our meditations or reset, right? But yeah. So, Steve-O, you ready? I am going to let you in the box. Welcome with the hachoo. That's my new greeting. How are you today, Steve?
I'm doing okay. It's just been a lot going on in like the last 24 hours and everything. Been working a lot and everything, but most of all, just I'm fighting depression like crazy. But I'm gonna get through this, you know, like what you're saying. My best friend's daughter passed away about a week ago. They thought it was a drug overdose, and I just found out today that she was murdered. And it's just horrible. I also lost my mom this year, which was really hard. The hardest rock of my life. And I remember, like, I was on your show, like I told you, my dad passed on. Now my mom is on too, and it's hard though.
It's so. You guys, his topic is talking about depression, and I think it was just not giving up, right? Like
don't give up on life. Keep trying, keep pushing.
Yeah. So this is a lot. I knew that we were coming in with a deep conversation, but I was not aware, you know, especially of the recent stuff. So I'm processing at the moment. I'm sorry. I'm going to stumble over a few words for a minute, but depression is a real thing, guys. I go through it quite more often than I would like to. But like you said, you know, you're dealing with it now. It comes in its bits, right? And you get it and you fight it. And I guess I want to ask you, because you know you've been through it, you're going through it, you know what it feels like, right? So for some people who maybe they have an idea or they've been told, but they might not want to believe it, what are a couple things that you do to help yourself get through this? What are some of the steps you take?
I talk to my family mostly. Talk to my grandma, my girlfriend, of course. But mostly get out of the house, do something that's fun, that's entertaining, instead of being on streaming, instead of being stuck in the house all day and doing nothing. Just go somewhere that's positive to you. That's the most important thing. And your mental health is absolutely 100% important to you as well. We all go through it, and I've been going through a lot of it since my dad passed on last 2 years ago. But most of all, do an activity that you know that's going to make you happy, and put it for your parents, and then that's how I do it.
Yeah, I definitely try to do something. I keep myself busy. I don't necessarily go and do things that make me happy or with family, but I will dive into work, right? Like I will just work, because then if I'm just working, and like I work 7 days a week now, and that's to keep me busy, right? That's because if I don't, if I feel like with everything that I've had going on in the last over a year with grandma and giving up my business and all that stuff, I feel like if I'm not going, I'm going to crash. Now, the problem with that, you guys, is going 7 days a week after week to month after month, to now we've been doing it for 15 months, I'm draining and I'm feeling it. And now I have to find a new coping mechanism, because 7 days a week of working 70 hours a week, whatever it is really starting to crash me. So I don't know what I'm going to do to keep myself going, because I can feel this, So my point to that is there's different ways, and sometimes some things one way might work, sometimes in other ways it doesn't.
When one door opens, the other door. When one door closes, the other door opens. That's what I feel.
So guys, again, remember, we're just regular people who've been through some things, and we're just sharing our opinions. None of us are professionals. And if you really are unsure of how your mental state is, reach out to the professionals, guys. There's nothing wrong with it. No reason to be ashamed. I've done it. I was in therapy for years, and that's the best damn thing I ever did for myself, because I was one of the most angry mofos you would have ever met. And I had to work through a lot of my anger from when I was young. And therapy did that for me, guys. So don't be afraid of it. Yeah. What is something else? I know that like what if you can't reach out to somebody? What are some other things that you do?
Just like listen to music, read a book or something. That's mostly a thing that will help. Music really helps me because it saves lives. MSO, of course. But music helps me and everything. Or I'll call, I have a place called Grassroots, and they help me with that kind of stuff if nobody can help me else.
Yeah, they do have the 988 helpline that you guys can call 24/7.
Since my mom died.
If you're ever feeling down and out or upset, or you're not sure what your next step is supposed to be, call these guys, and there will be someone on that other end who's probably got a whole lot more experience to help get you guys through whatever it is you're feeling than what I would. Wes Hunter, hello guys, welcome. We're talking about dealing with depression and moving on, and not being a professional. I try not to get too into advice, because you don't want to give the wrong advice, and that's why I let you guys know that I'm not a professional. I'm just somebody that's been through some things, but it's definitely, it's hard to handle. But I don't really know. I don't know what else to add to your topic. I'm struggling over here, because it's a hard topic. And again, with me not being a professional, I can't really give too much advice other than to make sure you're reaching out and our different types of coping mechanisms. What do some of you guys do down, I guess, in the comments? Let's throw around some other ideas on what you guys can do when you're feeling a little down and out to get yourself up and going again. Drawing, singing, cleaning. Okay. Reaching out to friends. Yeah. I'm tired of cleaning, though. I need a maid. Stay busy with coaching, awareness, and accountability. Those are huge. The fact that we can be aware of our emotional status, and yes, I've cried a lot lately, far more than I wish to admit. But sometimes it's just what you need. And okay, so and I don't even mean I sit here and I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. No, I'm watching a TV show and something happens on the show, you lose the dog or they're lost or, whatever it is. And I just bawl. I just cry. And I will uncontrollably cry for minutes while everybody else is staring at me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't help it.
No, you can't help it at all.
I cry, but I that's how I guess get it out. You know what I mean? And I can blame the movie, I suppose. You know, I blame the dog. You know, my mom was reading a book, and I guess she was in the car. My dad was telling me, and I guess at the end of the book, the dog passes away, and I guess she just closed the book, and my dad said she was just, the tears were streaming, and everybody just looked at her, and they're like, she's like, this damn dog. So, you know, we all have our different ways to let stuff out. I'm definitely a crier for the movies and for the books and for all the other things. I think some people might mistake my tears for weakness, but if I'm mad at you and I'm crying, that's a whole new level of you better be careful.
It's true.
And then there's a whole other level of you've got to be careful.
Yeah.
So what other advice would you give to those that might be dealing with this before I ask you a little bit about how your streams are?
Just don't take life for granted. Just take it one day at a time. If you ever feel upset, talk to somebody. I mean, that's the most important thing. That's how I learned it. I mean, I have my biggest role models on here and off of here. I mean, the two people that really are my biggest inspirations are Vinny, Top Edge Vinny's World, and Dolphin. Dolphin and Vinny have known what I've been through. And if it wasn't for Dolphin and Vinny, I don't know who I would turn to. Because they're very important. They're my family on here.
It's good to have people that you can turn to and talk to all the time. Definitely.
I got Nene too. Forgot about that. Louder, bro. I have I treat everybody like family. That's the most important thing I do, because family is important to everything. And your health is really important. But your health comes first before anything else. If you don't feel good, don't go to work or don't stream. What's that?
That's something I've learned. You know, I want to, like, I'm trying to come back more, but I just have days where I just can't. You know, like I want to get on here, I just don't have it. I don't have it in me. Like last night, I wanted to do the 1 hour, so I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. It was the longest hour of my life.
Yeah.
You got to be in the right mindset and ready to entertain, which that takes energy. For those of you that don't stream, streaming is exhausting.
Oh, it is very exhausting.
And if you don't believe me, just give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Check out those people who stream like they mean it. Like Vinny's a good example. Vinny's been doing that for a long time, and Dolphin too. They both have. I mean, they've been working their butt off on this app, and Vinny's got his top badge like about in December of 21, and look how good now.
Yeah, I just had over 4 years of streaming. Right, it was my 4th year, and then 3 years doing the show.
I've been on that for
3.5. We're actually at like almost 3.5, I think, for doing this. I mean, so tiring. Right, back in the day, it was tiring. I streamed 16 at least out of the 24 hours a day for a long time. So when do you stream? What are your streams like?
What's that?
When do you stream? What are your streams like?
I don't stream a lot like I used to. I stream mostly during the week instead of the weekends, because the weekends I work at my job and everything. What you can find in my stream, I talk about mostly anything, and I do battles too with my friends, mostly my people who I love, and they're in my name as well. But the other one person I forgot to mention is Julia. PB Julia is another friend of mine that I've known for a long time on here, and she's good people. Make sure you guys follow her and Vinny and Dolphin. They're good people too, and of course Silly as well.
All right. You have any other shows or events you got coming up?
No, I do not. But I'm trying to be back in auctions. I wasn't in auction until December, and I was Vinny's auction. The auction.
All right. Well, thank you for coming back, being on the show, Steve.
Thank you.
And we will see you later, sweetheart. Have a great Friday. All right. All right. And then we have Papa Bear, right? Okay, he's down there in the comments. All right, we'll do the self-care, self-love segment for a few minutes, and then we will get you in the box. All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, this is Lessons Learned. I am Silly Lily, and we meet here every Friday, 10 to 11 a.m. Yeah, Eastern Standard Time. You guys, Lions. Yes, my first tip, guys, is make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Obviously, don't overdo it. There is such thing as too much water, but I need y'all to make sure you're at least drinking enough water. Overslept. Look, getting out of bed is the hardest thing for me to do some days, to be honest. And today was one of those days. This whole week has been. I've been off all week. Like, I'm not wanting to get out of bed all week. Oh, man, I got the hiccups. You guys ever have your bits where your bits and pieces of your life where you just want to stay in bed? Yeah, that's where I've been all week. And I know that for me is my bits and parts of my depression and my trying to just deal with all the stress. Being a single mom of teenagers, a teenager, not even multiple, just a teenager, is not for the weak. Yes, the brain cloud's been for real for over a week now. Like, we're nearing 2 weeks on me just, like, I'm existing, and I'm not, like, by any means, like, I'm not super forgetful, or, you know, like, I can remember. I'm a server and a caregiver, so, like, I have lots of little details that I do have to remember, but I definitely feel just blah. Like, I'm existing, I'm here, I'm doing okay, nothing's wrong, but that's it. I'm just existing, you know? Thank you for the faves, guys. Thank you for the gifts, everybody. All right, self-care. Look, see, she throws these papers at me, my kid, and insists that they were due today. No, today's Friday. She handed them to me Wednesday, so they were due yesterday, which they're not. But then she just leaves them sitting right here. She just leaves them sitting right there for 2 days now. Like, that stresses me out. Because it interrupted my evening plans. I mean, it was only like 10 minutes to fill out all the paperwork, maybe 15 by the time I read it, but it bothers me. So, all right. So with where I live up in Ohio, we're coming off of winter and entering spring. We're supposed to be creeping into summer here in like a few weeks, but it's still pretty chilly out there. But with the warm weather coming, guys, get outside. Walk around barefoot. I know it sounds silly and I know it sounds crazy, but walk around barefoot. Put your feet in the grass. Go play in the sand. I'm telling you, spend some time outside. You will feel better. Yes, psychopath, go find a creek, put your feet in it, and just sit on a rock with your feet in the moving water and watch how much better you feel. It's almost crazy. I know you guys don't believe me, but thank you for the gifts, guys. Thank you. Love on your pet. That's a good way to boost your serotonin if you have a cuddly pup. Mine's not so cuddly. He's kind of a turd bucket. So yes, get outside, enjoy nature. My daughter and I have decided we're going to try to make a couple of new dishes. So trying new things, being adventurous, even if it is just in the kitchen, you know. Um, I would definitely have, guys, you guys can see, we've got the grow light here. We've got some radishes and cherry tomatoes, green beans, and some different flowers started. Pregnant cat and fish. Oh my God, that's awesome. So we're going to get those planted out on the balcony. I've got herbs to go. So that's how I am able to get my hands dirty and do my part to be with nature. Is I have a very small balcony that I take this and I go. If you can hear birds singing, yeah. Yeah. They're always chirping around here. Lord help me some days. Last year, there was a nest in the tree right outside my bedroom, y'all. Yes, I do, but we have 2 minutes and they'll get in the box. So let's ask a question. What was the last thing you did for yourself? When was the last thing you did for yourself? Yeah, and then depending on what's flying above, you probably don't want to be below. Oh my Lanta. What was the last thing you guys did for yourself? Come on. Bought an accessory for the truck. Oof, visiting graves is one of the hardest things for me. Got coffee. Nova made some me time. T let loose a little bit. There you go. There you go. Guys, what was the last thing you did for yourself? Hey. Can someone take care of that, please? I do a lot of you can even this right now, I'm stretching. I try to do a lot of stretching for myself because I feel better after a good stretch. Y'all understand that drinking is really not something good, right? Like it's just something you use to mask your baloney. Yes, it's okay to treat yourself, but please tell me that, it's not a regular thing and I'll be okay. Ooh, what concert? Yours is good. I am due for a tattoo, but unfortunately, sorry, I got an email from my landlord. Playing the guitar. See, there you go. Music is definitely a good therapy. However, I haven't played an instrument in 25 years. And I can't carry a tune in a bucket. Can't. So yeah, I was totally planning a tattoo, and then my kid hands me hey, marching band is going to Disney World next year. So guess what? You don't get anything you want again this year. All right, Papa Bear, let's go.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hi, thank you for the thing. So yeah, all my trips, all my things, the cruise and all that stuff just got blown to pieces. But on the upside, I'm going to Disney. So
hey, so there you go. You're seeing the bright side on something, which is good.
I mean, I love y'all, but we all know how I feel about Mickey.
Having worked at one of the Disney places years ago, Now I'll save that for private conversations.
Yeah. All right. So Papa Bear, because I talked too much and got you in a couple minutes late, let's dive in. Tell these folks what we're going to be talking about and why you picked it.
Yeah. I said, not giving up and appreciating the small victories. That's what I said. But then I've got to, because of stuff you brought up, I got to agree with you. Crying is a great release. There's toxins that are released. Sadness is usually what we're trying to avoid when we're angry. So anger goes down when we allow ourselves to cry. So I've literally been up for like 15 minutes. Jay messaged me. I didn't hear it. I was having a nightmare where I was at my own graduation and the guy next to me was just bugging the crap out of me and kept and every time someone would come by, like, hey, you two, you stop. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything. And finally, like, you either get rid of him, move him, or I'm going to scream as loud as I can in the middle of the graduation ceremony. You decide. And the guy walked off. I was like, so I screamed. And then my dog, and I may have actually screamed out loud because my dog then ran in and jumped up on the bed.
Oh.
Or she could sense that I was in distress and she really just wanted.
I haven't dreamt in years. And I don't remember what's going on in my dreams, but I know I'm dreaming because there's been a few times I wake up like my heart's doing this and I'm like, I got my hands are like the blankets clenched in my fists. So I don't know what I'd be dreaming lately, but I wish it would stop.
Yeah, I have that a lot. I have, because of past abuse, I've got some PTSD dreams. And even with some medications, they can still be pretty severe. And even that one was like straight out of some PTSD stuff, this one. But a lot of them I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh my God, and I'll be totally distraught, like something bad has happened, and I'll be like ready to cry, and then I'll be like, oh wait, I'm in my bed. Oh, sleep, dreaming. Oh, that was a dream. Okay, all right. Oh, I gotta show.
But it doesn't feel that way when you first wake up. Like that's like
No.
I'm waking up and feeling the panic from whatever I don't remember.
Yeah, it was real. Like 30 seconds ago, it was really happening in your head. Okay, so I think we might be able to. We'll see if Mama Bird will allow. So I'm going to open the door, and you're going to see a bird fly by. Can you see it?
Look at the little baby.
There's Mama saying, "Get the hell out of here." Wow, she was not happy about that. This says, when I thought about it, they built it right above the light switch.
Yeah.
Or my outdoor light, my front door. I'm like, what does that mean when birds feel safe enough to build a light or build a nest above your front door? Do I just not leave my house ever? Right. Well, it dawned on me that, no, I do. I just usually go out to the garage, get in my car, and drive off.
Yeah.
I rarely use my front door, and they know that. And so they felt safe enough to build a deck. We lost one of the birds. They decided to try flying too soon, I think, or whatever, because I got out yesterday and there's a bird sitting on the deck. And I'm like, well, that's unfortunate.
Well, sometimes another bird will put their egg in the nest, and when the bird gets a little older, if the mama realizes it.
It could, but I'm pretty. I don't
like Sterlings and blue jays will go around to the other birds' nests and kick out their eggs and put their egg in it instead.
Yeah.
And then these other poor little birds are raising these mother truckers' babies.
So, and also something you did for yourself. Like I bought a guitar. I got to show it just because it's a fun guitar. It's blue. It's purple. It depends on where the light hits it. It's a travel guitar. So you can take the neck off, put it in a backpack, put it overhead bin, so you don't have to check it, because checked guitars are a nightmare. They get busted up way too bad. But I got it because when my mom passed last October, right around Christmas time, we got some of the inheritance cashed out, and I had enough money to buy this not inexpensive guitar, but it's my favorite one to play these days. And that's the main one. That's a big victory. So, but whenever I play, I'm reminded of, my mom loved me playing music, and but yeah, but what's prompted the lesson, because I was like, well, what's happened recently? So I work at a candy and a soda store, which is ironic because I'm diabetic. But months ago, we had a soda in. It was a Stone. What's the actual? I want to make sure I get the actual titles. Jamaican Stone Ginger Beer and I love ginger beers, not ginger ales. Ginger ales are nice, they're cute, they're fizzy, they're whatever. But a good ginger beer, oh, that like kind of burns on its way down, and you get a little hot. This is that, and I loved it. I fell in love with it, and we sold out a few months ago, and I was like, oh my God, we don't have any more. I'm going to my managers, the various managers I can reach, and I'm like, are we getting more of this? Yeah, thank you. Are we getting more of this? Because I miss this. I need this. And well, we'll check. And finally, I called as a private person. I tracked down the phone number for them, and I called, and I got a hold of one of the two brothers who own the company. And he's like, oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? No, I think we just sent a pallet of soda over to your main company, and yeah, it looks like there's 3 cases of that on there. So yeah, maybe you'll be getting it soon. And I was just like, oh. So I go into work last week. My manager goes, I've got some maybe good news for you. I was like, okay. We did get some of that soda. We got some fizz soda, and we don't know what flavors yet because they don't mark their boxes well, but maybe. And then about an hour later, she's like, yeah, it's here.
Okay.
And I was like, so I went and I looked up the price. It's not cheap. We don't our sodas, because we get them from all over.
Right.
But we will sometimes do a case discount. So I looked up, do we do a case discount on this one? No. Oh, but wait, we do on other ones by this company. So maybe they just overlooked it. So I go up to one of my managers, like, can we get a case discount on this one? Because their other ones have it. He's like, well, we'll look into it. We'll check. I went in yesterday, case discount. This is like $1 a bottle with the discount.
Nice.
And my discount. And then
that's a little bottle for $1 though.
it's 12 ounces, and that's what,
Oh, is it? It looks small.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll put it part of it's because it's a little wider, but a lot of them are a little narrower.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's 12 ounces. And the cherry on top is my son, when he came over last week, said, because I was telling him about we might be getting it in, or we got it in. He's like, oh, okay. And I said, I'm just waiting to hear if we can get a case price. He goes, well, whether you get the case discount or not, for Father's Day, I'm going to buy you a case. So just go ahead and get a case. Let me know how much it costs, and then I'll just pay you back for it.
Aww.
I was like, yeah, it's a good kid.
Nice. So I guess what made you decide if we're going to get back on track to pick the topic today about not giving up?
Because, and that's that whole thing was on topic because it was all about not giving up. Because I'd asked over and over to my bosses, and I literally was thinking about driving 1,800 miles
just to go get some.
Fill up my car with as much as it would carry, and then drive back home with it. And I mean, that's how much I like this soda. And I could have, after the first manager said, oh yeah, I'll look into it, and nothing happened. And when I went to the second manager, I could have said, oh well. But I kept pursuing, and I actually reached out to the owner of the company as a private individual, owner of that company, and was like, where else can I get it? And that somehow connected me to the fact that we were getting it. Yay. But and then we have to appreciate the small. I mean, that was, for some people that may not be a big thing, but it's kind of huge that
small victories.
Yeah, but I made it happen, and now I've got, every time I open one of these, I get to re-experience that sort of like, yeah, I didn't give up, and this is my reward.
Right.
Of course, I have to do it like half a bottle at a time because I'm diabetic, which is funny because it's a full strength soda. It's not, it's not a diet soda. So I have to kind of be careful with how much I drink of it at a time. But yeah, it's good. It's that good.
Yeah, the sugar in sodas is unreal anymore.
Oh yeah, I mean and most of the sodas we sell are like sugar, cane sugar, not high fructose.
Stop. They're out doing yard work. I'm gonna guess Fridays is gonna be their yard work day, and if that's gonna be the case, I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to stream. Otherwise, we're gonna be yelling at him all day throughout the show.
Yeah, I don't forget to. I don't hear too much in the background. I was like trying to figure out who you're talking
I
to.
thought she said she had to go. I thought she said she had to go do something with the pony.
Red, are you here? Speaking of demanding.
I thought we were having 2 and 1 for the backup. I didn't realize that you'd scheduled the 3 for today. I thought you said you were having 2 and a backup.
Oh, you know what?
I haven't even.
It's all good because
Where were you to tell me that when I was doing my mid thing, Jay? I don't even know if I put the flyer up this morning. I told you guys I'm all out of whack. Well, I guess I don't know.
yeah. Well, we can wrap up quick and then bring Red in and.
Yeah, but it only gives her 5 minutes to do a full spiel. Now I feel bad.
She can do a teaser spiel, which I think is the German word.
Okay. It's okay. I talk fast. All right. Well, Papa Bear, was there anything else that you wanted to add?
No, just, keep, when you find the things you want, make a plan, keep going, have faith that they're going to happen, and then appreciate them when they do. There you go.
Good.
Have a great day.
I appreciate you as always. Thank you.
Talk to you later.
I love the new guitar. All right. I'm sorry, Red. I don't think I even looked at the flyer. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna go look now because I don't think I did post it because I don't remember seeing 3 people. So, Red, what is our topic and why did we pick it?
My topic was dealing with a parent who went through drug addiction and watching them go through it. I picked it because I actually watched my mom go through it 5 years ago, and that's part of the reason she has stage 4 liver failure now. I take care of my mom on a daily basis, so there's days that I do want to cry and give up, but I keep going because I know she needs me so she can stay strong as well.
Right. What were some of the things, I guess, I'm going to just kind of dig deep real fast that you did to help yourself get through her active addiction?
Well, I won't lie and say that at a point in time, me and her didn't talk for a little while during the process of her addiction because I had my own kids with me and I didn't want them to see their grandmother going through that.
Right.
I had to protect my babies. My babies were first. Granted, I love my mom, but my babies came first.
Right.
I told her that if she didn't get better, I couldn't have it around me and my kids. And that's kind of what set her to actually go to rehab because she wanted to be around me and my girls.
Okay.
Now,
as somebody from the outside, what are some of your coping mechanisms when you get stressed out with things that she might be doing or, if you start to worry, what are some of the things that keep you on track?
A lot of music, drawing. I tattoo, so tattooing. Spending time with my dog. My dog has been a very good emotional support animal. I absolutely love her to death. I actually rescued her off a friend of mine, was a friend of mine a while back. And she's been attached to me ever since, and she's helped me through a lot of it. My dog is my best friend.
Yeah, I got that feeling. Even though this one might be the biggest pain in the butt dog I've ever owned, if this dog could talk, I'd be in trouble. He knows all my secrets.
I swear she sounds like Chewbacca every now and then. She'll sit there and talk to you.
He does. He grumbles back. He really does. You be talking in here. Oh, look at what a cutie.
Her name's Honey, and she is a pit shepherd mix.
I have a miniature American Eskimo.
No.
He is a little white, fluffy cotton ball of pure annoyance. Pure annoyance. So this is a pretty hard topic. My dad was a heavy drinker. My mom left him because of it. So I don't remember a whole lot of being in your shoes, right? Like my mom took me out of it before I had to see a whole lot of it. And yes, I witnessed it when I got older and it was hard, but he's got, I want to say he either just celebrated his 10th or 11th year sober. He even quit smoking cigarettes and everything.
I actually watched my mom go through it not once but twice, and then my uncle, I miss him every day. He actually got sober a couple years back, and he made friends with some neighbors, and they wound up murdering him in December.
What is with all? Why? Why do you...
It's a lot. At 25 years old, I can say I've honestly been through a lot. Mental abuse, physical, sexual abuse, rape, everything.
Why do I do stupid things, okay? Like I make some poor choices in my past, out drinking and like, hey, he's cute, but he really wasn't, or, but I can't in my brain, I can't pick it to be like, you know what, you made me so mad, I'm gonna unalive you. Like the thought just doesn't.
Truthfully,
this is like in the last year between you and then Steve-O just was saying that, and Papa Bear lost somebody. I don't believe it was due to the same reason, but it's my friend's nephew was unalived in a pew pew off.
I've had a lot of friends that have been unalived by things. Three of them were actually good friends of mine. They were shot and killed. One of them was pregnant with a baby when she got shot and killed because her boyfriend had ripped off some people of weed, and they shot and killed him.
This pew pew. We gotta try to remember featured like PG-13 words, kind of. No, that's okay. No, it's just this world is scary, and I think that this reiterates my overly protective mom side,
Even though my kids are not with me right now, I'm still very protective over them. I was actually homeless for 6 months about 2 years ago, and I signed my rights over to do better for my babies. I want it better for them. I didn't want them to go through what I had to go through at a young age. I will say I fell down a bad path and got really bad off on alcohol, and I picked myself back up. I looked at myself in the mirror and I told myself I had to stop, and I stopped completely cold turkey and kept on going.
Good. How long you got sober?
A few years now, actually.
Congratulations. Congrats. I'll tell you, I've had my ups and downs with the substances and the things, but it just masks whatever problems, guys. It really doesn't help. So if you're like an avid everyday drinker, it might mask your pain now, but it's not helping. It's not helping at all. It just seems for me, the more I tried to cover it up, the harder it got to actually just deal with it and face it and put it behind me, And again, we're not professionals. These are our own personal life circumstances that we're willing to share with you guys in hopes that you guys know that you're not the only one who's going through things and that you can get through it just like we have. But yeah, definitely not professional. Definitely going to say, guys, that if you're an everyday drinker, I'd reach out to somebody. If you're an everyday user, reach out to somebody. And no, AA is not a cult. It is not a cult. It really isn't. It's just people. Okay. And I know because, when you first walk in, you're miserable because you're trying to get yourself clean, right? So you're cranky to boot. Your life sucks. You've probably lost most everything. More than likely, you've gotten into some kind of trouble, right? And so now you're here and you're miserable because you've made all the wrong choices. And then you walk in and there's all these happy people. God, were they the first month? How are you so? This is disgusting. Like, sit down and quit smiling. This is a place for misery and grumpy, and I don't want to see you all happy, But at the end of the day, that's because they've all faced their BS. They've put it behind them, and now they're living life. So they're just happy. They're genuinely happy. So AA is the best thing my dad did, and I can't say it hasn't helped me in my younger years either.
I will say I didn't go to AA, but I did it on my own, and I am very proud of myself for where I've became and all the battles that I have defeated on my own. I've had some good friends along the way, but
just remember, if you're ever feeling like you don't know who to reach out to, guys, just remember AA is there, and it's just about everywhere. It's got my dad, like I said, he's got over 10 years, if not 11. That's crazy. That's crazy. All the different things, all the feelings, all the emotions. None of what we feel should be covered or buried or hidden.
I have a bad habit of that. I do. I shut down. I kind of shut my feelings off. It's like flicking a light switch. I can make myself happy 1 minute and then I just fall apart and go downhill, and I shut that switch back off, and it's like I don't feel anything. Which I have very good friends, Jay, Spidey, La Premia, Bunny, a lot of people who have actually been here that have helped me like I have helped them, and it's honestly made me feel like, hey, there's still good, genuine people out in the world. When the world seems so cold, there's actually a lot of good people still out there.
And there really is, guys. Unfortunately, there is a lot more bad people these days, but I don't know. I don't even know if it's that there's more bad people. It's just we have more access to knowing they exist, I think. I don't know, but I can't let the bad people take away from my good life. That's what I do know. And what I do know is I might not have a lot, but I've worked really hard to get to where I am, and I'm proud. I'm really proud of it. Yes, I'd like to have a house. Yes, I'd like to have a yard, but this is mine. What's here is mine. I've earned it. I did.
Like me, I might have a tiny apartment. My mom might stay here, and my friend might stay here with her cat. My dog's here, of course. But I granted, sometimes I fuss about it because I'm like, I'm tired of cleaning. I'm tired of being stuck in a box. But it's still my place. It's something that I've done for myself. I fought to get to. And that made me so proud of myself. For the longest time, I didn't feel that way. And then I met a lot of people who honestly, genuinely helped me. And they were like, I'm proud of you. I know you don't hear it much, but I am proud of you. And it made me realize, hey, I should be proud of myself for these things instead of hating myself.
There's a lot of people who haven't even done all the wrong things, and they're still not able to get to where we are, Life is crazy, guys. The one thing that I will say before I let you go, or I ask a little bit about you on a personal level, or is that we can't compare our lives to others. We all have different paces. We're on different tracks. We might meet at some forks in the road, but at the end of the day, guys, we can't compare because you're just. It's not fair to you or to people around you to be comparing yourself. Just make sure that you're a better person today than you were yesterday, and keep putting one foot in front of the other. But was there anything you wanted to add to the topic, Red?
Most definitely everyone keep your heads up. Everyone's beautiful or handsome in their own way. Stay strong. No matter how hard it storms, there's always light at the end of that storm.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And then when do you stream, and what are your streams like, hon?
Um, depending on what day you catch me, sometimes it's okay. I definitely don't let people run over me on this app. So sometimes you might catch me in a mood every now and then. But um I don't take people's crap. I don't see their point in being rude to people or body shaming people. Everybody's different. We're all built different.
I
But we
don't
still
take
believe
none of
in
that
humanity.
crap over here either. I just
Mm-mm.
don't. There ain't no point in it. If you're insecure about yourself, that's fine, but you ain't got to bring other people down around you.
I usually stream most of the time during the night or the afternoon and nighttime more than I do in the morning. But where I haven't been asleep yet, I have been streaming all morning. I've been trying to stay awake. But usually when I stream, it's hanging out. I'm really big on mental health too. I let people come in and talk, vent, whatever they gotta do just to get it out. Um, or I'm just tattooing because everybody leaves me by myself and unattended. But tonight I have been working on getting my GED. I'm on my last class for that, and I've also been reading a book and just listening to music and chilling and talking to friends.
Hey, it sounds like good times to me, man. It does. I like the quiet, sitting down, chilling, just reading, BSing. It's my favorite times. But I will let you go. I'm sorry. I'm like big time, haven't been sleeping. So I'm like,
Me either. It's okay. I have night terrors really bad, so I'm more of I sleep during the day instead of the nighttime.
well, go get your sleep on, girl.
Always. Y'all have a beautiful day.
All right, honey. Have a good one. Thank you. All right. We fit all three. I don't know why. I know he mentioned the three, but I thought one was a backup. And I thought, obviously, I didn't post the sign when I sent the Q and Q. And that's usually what I do. I post it and then I send the Q and Q. But I think I just was in such a hurry. I sent the Q and Q this morning, because I didn't see it posted on my Instagram. So I suck again. You are welcome to hang out for a bit, but we're about to go